The purpose of this resource is to provide guidance for utilizing scaffolds that are embedded in your EL Education District curriculum. Scaffolding is an instructional method that progressively moves students toward greater independence and understanding during the learning process. It is a temporary support that acknowledges what students already know, the barriers they will face in achieving new learning goals, and the instructional support that will benefit them in negotiating these barriers. Throughout this learning opportunity, we'll focus on examples of scaffolds that already exist within EL education lessons using Lesson 2 from Grade 4, Module 2, Unit 2. An EL Education Scaffold Overview document for elementary ELA grades 2 through 5 can be found in Learning Central under the appendix within each grade level module and in the teacher planning tools for your grade level curriculum. Please refer to this document for additional supports as you plan. The lesson components listed on the slide are where you can locate embedded scaffolds within lessons and will be highlighted throughout this presentation. In this lesson, students participate in a teacher-led close read of a complex text about animal defenses. This close read guides students through the text's challenging vocabulary and helps them understand the animal's defense mechanisms, which they will research in expert groups over the next several lessons. In addition, students cite evidence from the text to support the answers to their questions. This close read aims to gradually release students by introducing question patterns that repeat through the close read. Students may need additional support writing answers to their questions on the graphic organizer, which is pictured here. Consider grouping these students together so that you can provide them with additional support, such as vocabulary lists, sentence stems, and voice-to-text dictation. The close read may be daunting to some of your students. Break the text up into chunks, making sure to include pieces the students can use as evidence, and use them to conduct a mini language dive. Pictures are worth 1,000 words and are an invaluable resource in helping students build background knowledge. Have the students reference back to the pictures as they share their ideas with their classmates. To build a safe community for learning, it is important that students know that they can depend on each other for help and to know what to do to ask or to provide that help. Make sure to model this behavior with your students by providing sentence stems to students, so that they know the expectations for asking for and also for giving guidance to their classmates. This section offers differentiation opportunities for individual students. Effective differentiation is built on a foundation of engaging, relevant, student-friendly learning targets that clearly define expectations for learning. These learning targets remain consistent amongst all students in the classroom, regardless of the differentiation presented to the learner. EL promotes the practice of differentiating the process through which students may arrive at the learning targets instead of modifying the target itself. For example, if students struggle to write their ideas, encourage them to highlight or underline it in the text instead of copying it verbatim. Then the students can write their learning next to it in their own words. Make sure to provide sentence stems as needed. To support students in academic conversations, consider providing sentence frames to help them express their ideas. The more vocabulary a student is exposed to during learning, the more likely it is for that student to become a better reader. EL lessons point out academic and domain-specific vocabulary that is taught in each lesson. These words should be recorded on a class word wall for students to refer back to throughout their module. Scaffolding is an instructional method that progressively moves students towards greater independence and understanding during the learning process. Refer to the EL Education Scaffold Overview for grades 2 through 5 for additional resources that may provide further support when planning for and implementing instruction. As a reminder, additional resources and professional learning videos can be found in Learning Central under the appendix within each grade level module and in the teacher planning tools for your grade level curriculum. If you need more assistance with differentiating scaffolding lessons, you may wish to reach out to the experts in your building, the ESL teacher, special education specialists, intervention team facilitator, or contact the central office coordinating teachers assigned to your school for support.